Hi there, welcome to the Flowhub May 2025 product update. I'm Layla, a senior product manager here at Flowhub. I hope you all had a great 420 and I'm excited to show you some of our new features that we've released in the last month. So some new features and improvements for you. First, we've made a lot of progress on just doing more things in bulk or making your everyday actions in the software a little bit easier. The first one of those is that you now can duplicate an existing deal to create a new one. So instead of having to go through the entire deal, click on all of the items that you want to add in, it'll automatically do that for you. A highly requested feature here is the ability to view a customer's purchase history without checking them in. So you'll be able to do that from the Customers tab. We have a couple new bulk actions for you as well. You can bulk print labels for multiple items instead of having to click on each of those individually. And now you can bulk add or remove customers from customer groups directly from the Customers tab in Flowhub. A few features I won't be showing you today, but I wanted to make sure you're aware of them. The first one is that you now can import wholesale costs from Metric. What this means is that on a package that we get from Metric, we'll show you the wholesale cost and do the math for you to tell you what the cost per unit is. This is just a nice double check for you to make sure that the items that you actually have in the store match what the cost for that entire item would be in Metric. We've fixed a bug with order ahead, and now we will pull inventory for multiple rooms. So if you have a quantity of one in one room and a quantity of one at the other room, and someone orders two through order ahead, we'll now pull those items from both of those rooms to complete that customer's order ahead order. We have a new report called Inventory Levels. What this report allows you to do is see on a product variant level how much of each item you have in stock for each store and also for your entire client in Flowhub. So this report is going to be great for our multi-location operators to at a glance see what your inventory levels is on a specific product for all of your stores. This should help make your reordering a little bit easier and allow you to see which products are really selling at certain dispensaries and maybe not at other ones. Finally, we've added our tags and effects to show on the sold items and the inventory reports. So check those reports out if you want to see those tags and effects in a CSV fashion. All right, let's get started. So as we all know, deals in Flowhub are really complex and give you a ton of flexibility to create the deal that you want. But with that comes a lot of manual selection in terms of deal criteria, items available on that deal, uses per transaction. So we've made it easier for you to just copy an existing deal to keep that same deal criteria and make adjustments as you see fit. So in this case, I have this deal on Mondays for buy two infused pre-rolls and get one item for free. This deal has a lot of limitations in terms of, it's only available one time, only available on Monday, only available to my e-com order type. So instead of having to create a deal for Tuesday with similar criteria, I can go ahead and press this copy button here. And what we'll see now is that I'm able to just create a deal directly from this buy two infused pre-roll deal. In this case, I want this one to be for edibles, and I want it to be on Tuesdays instead. So instead of having to create this deal from scratch, I've just been able to adjust the things that I needed to, which ultimately saves me time and allows me to be confident that this deal will perform correctly because I'm not missing any of those specific criteria I've set up in the past. I'll go ahead and change the infused part here to edibles, since this is my Tuesday edibles deal. And from there, once all of my criteria are saved, maybe I added in a couple other criteria like a promo code or that this deal is only available, maybe 5 times instead of only 1 time, I can mark it as active. And now this deal is available in my system. You now can easily view a customer's purchase history directly from the Customers tab in Flowhub. This feature was built to address a common workflow frustration where a customer would call into the store with questions about a recent purchase, and the staff would quickly need to look up what they bought. Previously, you'd have to check in the customer to see their previous purchases, but now you can do that directly from the Customers tab. So in this case, Tom Haverford is ready to see what he purchased and is calling in to get more information. The receptionist can go ahead and just click on this history tab here and see all of the purchases that Tom has made in the last bit of time. Maybe he wanted to see what he made at this $100 purchase, and the bartender can quickly say, yep, you bought that Aloha Express, and here's how many you bought of it. If for some reason there was an issue and you needed to do an exchange, it's very easy just to copy the receipt ID, go to the sales tab, and complete that refund or exchange there. This also is great for your receptionists, or maybe not those that are working as a bartender or just working the front desk, because it gives them another touch point to make a really good customer interaction. For example, if there's a long line, the receptionist could go ahead and look at the history here and say, hey, Tom, like, what did you think about that Aloha Express? And then maybe recommend something a little bit different and give a really good consultative approach. We've made a workflow improvement to inventory to allow you to bulk print labels for multiple items at one time. Before, you would have to manually print labels for each item, but now you can go ahead and select the items that you'd like to print labels for, come to Actions, Print Labels, and you can choose here how many you'd like to make of each of them. You'll see that we give you the quantity here. So in this case, I wanted to print 3 of these, 5 of these, and I also have the option here to just set them all to the max. So if I just wanted to print labels for all of my items, I can do that here. I also have the option to choose between barcode and exit labels if I wish. And once I press this print 44 barcode labels button and my machine is hooked up to my label printer, all of these labels will print. This should save you time to allow you to do more actions in bulk, especially if you're receiving things by manifest and you just want to print things all at once pretty quickly. Managing customer groups in Flowhub just got faster. You now can bulk edit customer group membership in Flowhub, which makes it faster to clean up lists, build segments, and manage campaigns without time-consuming one-by-one edits. So maybe at your dispensary, you have a government employee special where government employees get 20% off, and you wanted to go ahead and add a couple people to that group. So I know Ron, Tom, Leslie, and I think Dwight too works for the government. I can go ahead and select all of their names, press add to group, and then select the government employees group here to add them to. Once I add them to the group and I come to the group section here, I can click on government employees and view the customers that are directly in that customer group. Maybe I then realize that Dwight actually isn't in that customer group. I can either edit them directly from here and remove that customer group, but if I think I have a couple other ones that I need to do as well, like Michael and Dwight, I can go ahead and remove them from a group directly from this screen as well. This should make it a little bit easier for you to manage your customer groups, create segments, and ultimately give you more flexibility within your customer base in Flowhub to understand more about people's purchase habits. Thanks so much for tuning in to this month's product update. I'm Layla, and if you need any assistance with anything Flowhub, our product support resources are always available for you. To hear about our new features, platform improvements in real time, subscribe to our release notes at releasenotes.flowhub.com. If you'd like to get help from a real human, you can do that in 2 different ways. The first is through our support email at help@flowhub.com, or you can use the in-app chat in Maui to contact us directly using that !help button. Finally, if you want to learn how Flowhub works, see some extra videos, troubleshoot some common errors, head to our help hub at help.flowhub.com. I hope everyone has a great May, recovering okay from 420, and super excited to see how all of our dispensaries do going into the summer. Have a great month. Bye.